Hey, this is Lad with Long Range Only. In today's video, we're going to take a tour of Gunwerks in Cody, Wyoming. We're going to walk around with Jordan and Jesse and a couple of my buddies, Chris and Milo. And Jordan is going to walk us through the new Revic BR10 Rangefinder Binoculars and tell us why they're different than the BLR10Bs. We're going to also talk about the new Revic Radikl Smart Scope. And to finish it off, we're going to walk you through and show you the new Gunwerks Endex. Gunwerks is putting together a new index for me that they'll ship to me pretty soon, within a couple weeks maybe, and then we'll get a month or so to play with it and run it through some tests and show you what the difference is between that and my Gunwerks Nexus. So imagine me holding the Gunwerks Endex soon, but not yet.
Okay, here we are. We've just pulled up to here in Cody, Wyoming at the Gunwerks corporate headquarters. Lad, welcome to the mothership.
We have 5% better light transmission than our Gen 1. We have new laser display, and we actually have a more intuitive wind workflow now, so you can range and then you can come back and put your wind speed, wind direction, lock it in, and get your MOA correction.
Okay. I was told that your ballistic solution stays on the display even.
Yeah, that's one thing we improved too. So instead of getting a toggle between your elevation come up and then your windage, now it's all just displayed simultaneously.
Okay. I just remember I have the BLR10Bs, and you do your range, get your solution, and then the animal moves, and, or you can't remember what the solution was, and you go and you gotta range it.
The re-range, that was killing people. Yeah. So that wind workflow is like, what's the first thing you do when you see an animal? It's like, oh man, there it is, bam, laser. So we just, instead of trying to train people to get out of that, it's like, no, we're just gonna adopt that into the workflow for using the binos.
And even if if you hit the fire button the first time to wake it back up, that same solution is still there until you hit fire again.
In these new ones. Awesome.
I think we extended it close to 5 minutes, where it'll have memory of your last range. So if you're in the field, like you get a range, you're setting up, you can kind of like power them back on, and if they go to sleep, you got your solution.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm excited for these. I've had the BLR10Bs since they came out, and I stopped using my BR4 and my Swarovski binos. Just use these, and everybody says, "Oh, the glass quality's not as good." I'm still ranging the same animals. I'm still glassing and finding them. I still glass that like that big buck we found in Idaho. Yeah. Still,
Right.
I mean, it might not be crystal clear in the morning or whatever, but still love them. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Glass.
we're excited to hear that.
So the same source of glass, or did you go to a different source?
Yep, same supplier, but we just basically eked everything we could out of the light transmission.
Is it low glass from Japan?
So that we don't
super
actually
secret?
disclose. That one
Okay.
is a little bit of a trade secret, and kind of arbitraged
So it's
what
not
we
shot
got going. It's funny. But with the lens coatings we put on there to protect the human eye from the laser, I feel like this is the last frontier as far as light transmission. You've got pretty much everything you can while still protecting your eye from those wavelengths. Yeah. And then a lot of people are loving just like the finer reticle, right? We had a big kind of aiming circle in our Gen 1s. Now with the Gen 2, it's got kind of a precise dot in the center. So it makes it a little bit easier to just kind of center in on what you're aiming at.
Cool. You can still change your reticle too, right? Or is it the same one?
So we just have a static reticle. You know, that's the fixed reticle. That's always going to be displayed no matter what. If you have a range or if you don't, that'll always be a constant.
We're talking in this, right?
Yeah. And you power the unit on. We're going to have a remote ranging feature in this as well. So when we do have a tripod mounted, if you're really trying to shoot extended distances, like you can remote trigger from the app. So you just click a button on the app, that will trigger the laser, it'll turn a range. You'll see all your range.
You just put your bino here, put it on the target, and then you can just control it on your app.
Yeah, exactly. You'll get a remote range functionality, then you have the last 3 ranges, all the data, the environmental, so like your azimuth, your angle, like what's the temperature, all that data is captured, and then you can actually cycle through the past 3 ranges, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And does the binocular speak to the Radikl scope?
So that's something we're evaluating. We're looking at doing that in the future. Some optimizations with our Bluetooth transmitters, just with mechanics and ensuring that we have a good solid connection. So you can imagine the use cases. You might be behind your buddy, you might be to the side of him. You know, we've used a feature similar to that already, but it's like we want to make sure that all those conditions you may find yourself in, like, no kidding, that's going to work for you. So we're on the final frontier, I think.
Right now, it just talks to the app
Correct.
for your ballistic inputs.
Yep, exactly.
For your rifle.
Yeah, so for like the Radikl, you would just connect to the Revic Ops app, you would upload a ballistic profile, and then from there, you don't really need your phone again, right? You just use a laser rangefinder, feed this thing a line of sight range, and the Radikl has onboard sensors. It knows exactly what you need to dial to. So let's say we're hunting together. I range that bull 400 yards. So all you do is you start dialing your elevation turret until you see 400 yards in the heads-up display. Bam, you're ready to take your shot.
Is there any other outputs you can have?
We have meters SI, so you can do meters.
It'll tell you your
yards.
Yep, it'll tell you that, your MOA, it'll tell you your wind hold. If you put a wind input in there, it'll tell you, calculate and tell you your hold for that.
It'll give you the information if you want, but you don't need it.
Yep.
Right, you can do output in MOA or mil for like your wind holes in here. Yeah, as far as units go, you can go between meters and yards, no problem. Yeah. But it's like, guys always want to ask, like, is this MOA or mil? But if you think about, you have a heads-up display with your yardage in here, you don't really need to even think about
You don't
MOA
need it,
or mil.
no.
That's
It's done.
You just talk like we're talking, like these 500 yards.
I know, I'm just trying to explain it to the members on long range only, because they're asking, well, can you get it displayed in the MOA? Because what if I need it dialed? I go, no, the intention is to use any rangefinder,
Right.
an old Leica or whatever, that just shoots the yardage, and you just dial in the heads-up display until it displays that yardage, and then the correction's already there.
Yes, yes.
Your reticle is now zeroed for that yardage with your solution that you need for your rifle.
That's precisely it. With all the onboard sensors and the fact that you've already loaded the ballistic profile to the scope, that's exactly what you're doing. It's dynamic. So if I tell you 600 yards, I just dial until I see 600, and with my environmental conditions, my shot angle, my azimuth, that is going to be the correct hold.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about the Coriolis?
Yeah, so all earth-based effects are counted for when you put in a vector wind. So you need wind speed and a wind direction. That'll give you a Yovatos, that'll give you Coriolis, spin drift, and arrow jump. So all the
Only if you
advanced.
put in the vector?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it's in base wind, we don't know precisely which direction the wind's coming from.
Base wind is 5?
Yeah. So we always preach. Base wind is basically, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you need to make a quick shot, you've got a quick solution. As soon as you pull that scope up, you know what you're going to do for a 5-mile-an-hour wind at that range. Now, if you got a little more time, what you want to do is you come in here to your joystick, and you toggle up, say, I had it on 5, I'd go 5, 6, 7, 8 mile an hour, and it's coming in from the 3 o'clock position. I would just toggle around the wind rosette, and then I've got my solution right in the scope. I know exactly what I need to hold in MOA, and that's accounting for all those complex effects that I
Okay,
just talked
so
about.
you don't need from your BR10s then?
No, you don't. It's all sustained. Like this is, all you need is a rangefinder that provides line of sight, and then it's standalone unit. Yeah, for sure.
And on these Radikls you can...
So if you look through that, you'll see like a circle with a number right in the center. And so right now it's on a 5-mile-an-hour wind. So all you would do is reach up to this joystick up here,
Okay.
and you would just press up to increase your wind speed or down to decrease.
Okay.
You see that number changing?
Yep.
And then for your wind direction, you just toggle it left or right, that same joystick.
Okay, and it just changes the vector to whatever it is on
Exactly.
wherever the wind is.
So you think of your target as like 12 o'clock, right? And then you say, if I have a left to right wind, full value, I'm gonna put that little cursor at 3. It's gonna show exactly where that wind is coming in from, and then it will display in MOA, which you need to correct for. So like 1.2, hold right. That hold R. Yeah, so you just use the reticle from there, and then we kind of preach holding wind because it's so dynamic, right?
Right.
If you dial, yeah, it may be a little more precise aiming point, but at the end of the day, if the wind changes and you forget, it's gonna get you.
So the wind vector is then just to tell you what to dial or what to hold.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
it's not going to move your reticle for that.
No, the reticle is static. Exactly.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
exactly right. But that wind hold is compensating for all those effects. So that's where it's
The
really
wind
cool.
holds, the vertical portion of the reticle is doing all that.
Yes.
I mean, not the reticle. The vertical's not moving, or the horizontal's not moving, but the reticle's moving for your all those earth.
Right. So I guess one way of describing it is like a traditional scope. Your reticle is moving, right? When you move this up and down, your crosshairs are moving. So basically, with the wind vector, that's not happening. There's no movement.
That's not
It's just giving you a calculation.
But the elevation turret is.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Or if you do the windies, if you manually do the windies.
Right, right. Remove your cap. But for hunting applications, we kind of teach guys to stay away from that because in the heat of the moment, a lot of people
I need to
forget.
come to your class.
Yeah.
Teach you that.
Yeah.
So how long does the battery last on the?
This will take you through a whole season easy. Like you will not run out of a CR2 battery.
It's not.
What kind of battery is it?
It's a CR2. So if you imagine those kind of short, stubby CR2s, and I'll just show you right here. Here's battery access on the sides. This is just a battery, battery cap. You can see right there. And we actually oriented it this way. If you see a battery that's oriented differently, there's a chance that under recoil, you could lose connection. So that's why we have it perpendicular to the recoil force.
Okay.
So that you never lose your illumination or your heads-up display.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of a neat little feature. There's for your zero stop, we include that. It's a little wrench, so you always have an onboard tool to make your adjustment.
Very cool. So will this reach out to 200 yards?
Oh, for sure. This
221, 222, whatever it takes.
Oh yeah, with this scope. I actually mounted one on a 7 PRC the other day. I didn't even bore sight it. I shot at 200, hit center, didn't make an adjustment. I was like, all right, let's stretch this out to 1,000. First round impact 1,000, and I never even bore sighted or touched the scope. So that was an anomaly. But with 90 minutes.
So what you're essentially saying is you guys guarantee without even bore sighting, this scope shoots all rifles at 1,000 yards.
Bring your scope.
Guaranteed. Tell me your name again and spell it. Spell first and last name.
Yeah, Jeff.
This is a chassis. Yeah. What is like?
That's what we.
Not. This isn't a hunting rig.
Yes, it is.
You'd be surprised. You'd be
It's a
surprised.
hunting rig.
If you're big enough.
So this is something that's nice because you can fold that stock up. You can put it on the back of your back. You're riding a horse. You don't have to worry about your rifle anymore.
It's not for freehand.
I'm gonna come with
That's just.
That's just my cat.
What's the weight on it? That's a stupid question everybody asks. I know.
10 pounds.
No, with the scope, I'm not certain.
I think it's 9 to 10 pounds.
I think the rifle is. I don't want to lie to you. I think it's 8.2, but it might be 7.6.
Really?
Yeah.
With this bad boy.
Not with that. With that on there, the what's the
it's gotta
25B?
be 10
The 20 is the 25B 36.
38.
38.
Yeah, and you gotta see.
And that's not bad. The 38 ounces is just a little over 2
You're saying
pounds.
it's the best hinge in the industry.
Oh yes, and I'm not the only one. So right here, press down, right? You can use your chest and just kind of push on it. It's gonna break over. It's gonna lock into place, right? So you've got this lever right here. Just pull that up, hold hold it, you gotta experience that. So just a quick press down. Yep.
Just put it back in my holster.
There you go, yeah. See? And you said it wasn't a hunting rifle. It's perfect. Take it anywhere.
Okay, that concludes part 1 of 2, where part 2 we're going to walk through the shop. Jordan and Jesse are going to give us a shop tour and show us their process, is what they can show us. They're going to show us their high-tech machines, their CNC machines. They'll show us the where they build the barrels, where they build everything, and actually they're going to show us where they test their scopes, the Radikl and the Acura. So stay tuned for that. That'll be part 2. And then if you have any questions about the Revic BR10 or the Revic Radikl scope, or even the Gunwerks Endex, jump on over to longrangeonly.com. There is a forum there where you can ask questions or provide any comments if you have any. It's also a way that you can ask questions on anything that you have. If you have an issue with reloading, or if you have questions about putting together a custom rifle or whatever, the members there are pretty knowledgeable and they can help you. They can walk you through that and answer your questions. If you've liked this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification button so that you're notified when other videos are released, like part 2 when it comes out. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.